Yes, sir. Sir, chat. What's good with it? We back. We back. First day of the 444 podcast. You feel me? We back in effect. We're gonna be talking about WrestleMania today. So let me know, man, what y'all think. Was WrestleMania a fail? Was it fire? What y'all think? What y'all think? What y'all think? Y'all- Was it fail? Was it fire? Let me know something. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and change up this image too real quick. Let me see. I'm gonna cut that off and that off, that off, and actually no, I'm gonna leave that on over here. I'm gonna leave that on this side. I'm gonna just cut it off over here. Y'all want to see the face cam? Y'all gotta come to the purple app, man. Come to the purple app and the red app. Yeah, we back. So we talking about WrestleMania, Brody. How you feeling? You watch wrestling? You into wrestling at all? If y'all want the face cam, y'all gotta go to the purple app and go to the red app. Oh. Yes, sir. We back. We back, fam. I gotta put this up there too. Hold on, cause this image was crazy last night. Hold on. Well, 2 nights ago. Where is it? Ah, they only got it in black and white. That's all right. That's all right. I'm gonna still put this up there anyway. Y'all know what it looked like. You seen it, you know. And if you ain't see it, you about to see it right now. Let me see. We're gonna add image. Check this out. Woo! Aftermath. Randy Orton kick aftermath. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and move that up. Where's the text? There we go. There we go. That's a little better. What y'all think, man? Low key it failed? Why you think it failed, King? What about it was a fail? Let me know. What you think was a fail about it, gang? I think night 2 was fire. Night 1 was definitely a fail for me. I will say that. So let me know, y'all. Let me know in the chat what y'all think, man. Hey, appreciate that follow. Roman Reigns, what you talking about, bro? You said Quincy, Pierre, RG, my WWWTC, WWE, my WW. What are you talking about, bro? I think it was fire. I think night 1 was fire. I mean, no, my fault. Night 1 was a fail. Night 2 was fire. That's what I think. You know, I'm glad Roman's champ. Was not expecting Brock to, pretty much call it quits. I was not expecting that. I was real happy how he put over. I thought that was real cool of him. You know, that was nice. That's what you want to see from the vets. You know, you want to see them put over the next big star. So I thought that was pretty cool. Let me know what y'all think, man, in the chat. Let me see if y'all request up. I feel like you should be able to. Give me 1 second. Let me see something. Let me see something real quick. Let me know, y'all. Let me know something in the chat. What y'all think, man? What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking, man? Oh, I have to end on another device. We may just go live from the phone. That way y'all be able to come up here. I'm going to give it some time. I'm going to give it some time. You know, I want to see if anybody come up here before we end this live. I'm going to give it a little bit of time. We're going to give it about 20 minutes. We're going to see how it goes, see the flow. You know what I'm saying? Because I would like y'all to come up here on the platform and talk, but I don't think I can call y'all up through OBS. I don't think it let me. Trying to figure that out now off the phone, but y'all know how it go, man. This content shit's a forever a learning curve, you know what I'm saying? What y'all think, man? Fire or fail? I think it was fire the second night. First night was definitely a fail. Put that up there. Maybe about right there. Yeah. There we go. So what y'all think, man? Fire or fail? What y'all think? You know, I was pretty right about every prediction I made except for the Randy Orton match. That was the biggest disappointment for me for the whole entire show. You know, that build up introducing Pat McAfee, then getting Jelly Roll involved, all of that extra nonsense that they did for that, just for Randy to lose. Now, I don't know if they're going to continue this feud. I would say it looks like they're going to continue this feud, given, as you can see on the screen, what happened to Cody. I think that they're going to, honestly, I really think they're going to drag this till SummerSlam. What's SummerSlam, like in like July or August or what? That'll be like another 3 months. I honestly think they will drag this. They dragged out this feud for months. I think they're going to continue to drag it out, especially since now it looks like Cody's seriously injured. You know, don't look like he can see out that eye, so he probably gonna miss some time. Appreciate the donations too, babe. Thank you. So we're gonna see, y'all. I think it might be
donation.
It might be a wrap for Cody as far as the title for right now. He might have to relinquish it. You know, due to injury.
Gifts.
Said night 1 was a fail, night 2 was better. I agree. 100% agree with you. Yes, night 2 was definitely better. Night 1 was a fail, especially since Randy Orton lost. That's what I was just explaining to everybody. I don't understand why they would go through all that trouble just to make Randy lose. Night 2 was fire. Yeah, it was. Night 2 was great. I predicted everything correctly except for the Randy match, man. I really thought Randy was finna get that 15. Maybe he'll get it at SummerSlam or the next major pay-per-view, but I don't know, man. I feel like they dropped the ball with that one. They definitely dropped the ball with that one. I was happy Trick Williams won. You know, I expected Rhea to win. You know, Penta did a good job. Everybody did a good job in that ladder match. That ladder match was one of the best matches on the whole entire thing. Ladder match should have been more with Ray, Phoenix, and Penta. Say more about that, bro. What do you mean about the ladder match? You thought they should have done more? You didn't think it was good enough? I thought it was great. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I actually enjoyed the ladder match. I felt like that was one of the better matches out of the entire 2 nights. Yeah, it was. They put on a good show. I'm not mad that Penta retained. I like Penta. You know, he been putting in his work. I thought Javon Evans was gonna win at one point, but it's not his time yet. But it will be. He got a bright future. Young cat got a bright future for sure. Hey, listen, what's up? What's up? Long time no see. Y'all had to take a little break. Had to take a little break, get my mind right. We just discussing WWE today, talking about WrestleMania. Night 2 was yesterday, and we just going over if people thought, you know, WrestleMania was fire or was it a fail. I think night 1 was good, but night 1 was a fail, but night 2 was fire. Night 2 was definitely good. So that's all we discussing here. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for tuning in. Always well deserved. Good to see you back. Oh, you ain't watched WrestleMania in a long time, huh? Yeah. Wrestling has changed a lot. It has changed a lot. Some will say for the better. Some will say, you know, what we grew up watching was better. I don't think nothing's gonna top a lot of the things we grew up watching, and you know, as far as music and TV and sports entertainment go, you know, we kind of had the golden age of everything. So I just try to enjoy things now for what it is, and wrestling is pretty good. Wrestling's pretty good. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Lil Dre said no cap. You feel me? I watched the reality series on Netflix. I could tell. Yeah, they do got a couple shows on there. It's pretty good too. Yeah, it has changed a lot. Yep. Lil Dre, what you think, man? Was WrestleMania a fail? Was it fire? How did I feel about it? I thought night one was pretty stale. They kind of dropped the ball with the Randy match. Um, but night two made up for it. Night two. There was not a it wasn't a dry spot at all in night two. Night two was on point. So I ain't mad at it. Night two was good. It made up for some of the, you know, I guess night one was pretty lackluster to me, and I'll say night two made up for it. I'll say that night two made up for it. Night two was the one that we all wanted to see. You could tell by the attendance too. They had like another 4,000-5,000 people there. You know, so night two was where it was at for me. Overall, it was a solid WrestleMania though. It was a solid one overall. I wouldn't say one of the best, but definitely not one of the worst. Definitely not one of the worst. It was all right. You know, we got a little sentimental moment with Brock leaving. Roman retained. I was very happy to see that. Unfortunately, you know, I would say Jade didn't retain, but at the same time, I'm not mad that she didn't retain, you know, because she was an upcoming star, and I like to see the upcoming stars show out, but I'm not mad at Rhea for beating her. You know, Jade just not over with the crowd like that. So, you know, they did what was best for business, and I ain't mad at that. Penta, Dragon, and Penta should have done more with one another. Oh, and Ray, I get what you're saying. See, I get what you're saying. See, Bass, I get you. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. They definitely could have did more with each other. Them three. For sure, for sure. They could have. Well, you know, Ray, man, he's up in age now. He can't do as much as he once could anyway. I felt like we didn't see that much of Ray in that match. He was just there to, you know, because he was Rey Mysterio. But Penta did his thing. Dragon did his thing too, you know. That I'm glad Jay didn't win. She didn't do anything since she had the championship. No, that's why I said it was best for business that she lost. You know, for the fans, for the business in general, she's just not that seasoned superstar that she needs to be. You know what I'm saying? Nino, yeah, Brody, we in here talking about that WrestleMania, fam. You know what time it is. But yeah, Seabass, she just not you know, Jay just ain't like that yet. He said, I hate Cody won. I'm tired of seeing him being overpushed. Yeah, I wasn't happy about Cody winning either. Night two was better than night one for sure, Nino. Night two made up for night one. I don't know why Cody won that match, Seabass. He should not have won. All that build up, like I said, with the celebrities and Jelly Roll and Pat McAfee, it was just a waste. It was all a waste of time. You know, Randy didn't need no help with his feud. He didn't need nobody cutting promos for him. He didn't need another person there with him. It was just all unnecessary, bro. If anything, it kind of diminished Randy Orton a little bit, in my opinion. Like, they didn't need, it was not needed. It just wasn't needed at all. So it is what it is, man. Appreciate that sharing, you know. It was supposed to be Alistair and not Pat originally. Oh, really? It was going to be Alistair Black with Randy. Even then, bro, Randy didn't need nobody. Yeah, and I feel like they don't know what to do with Alistair Black. He kind of just been roaming around saying slick stuff to people. He ain't really got no storyline of his own, and I feel like he deserves a little more than what he's been getting. But I don't know. I don't know what they doing with Aleister Black. But Randy didn't need anybody. Aleister, Pat, nobody. He didn't need anybody. Everything was ass on night one. Only match that was good to me was Jacob and Paige returning. Yeah. And you know what? I got a hot take about Paige returning right quick. You know, I ain't mad at Paige returning. Welcome back, Paige. I ain't got no issue with Paige as a wrestler, nothing like that. But they shouldn't have won them titles. They should not have won them titles for the simple fact, what's going to happen now when Nikki come back? Are they going to drop the titles before Nikki returns? Because the whole point of them winning was supposed to be for Nikki and Brie to win tag team championships, because when they was wrestling, those wasn't around. So it just didn't make no sense for Paige to win to me. You know, that win just didn't make sense to me, in my opinion. But, you know, welcome back, Paige. Glad she back. I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with this storyline. You know, I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with these titles now, because I thought it was supposed to be for Brie and Nikki to win. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, Jacob did his thing. Jacob was fire. Aleister was gonna mentally break Randy to make him become the Viper, but he doesn't need to do that though. Paige coming back was hype for me at first, but then after a couple minutes, I didn't care. I was never truly a big Paige fan like that. So it's not that I didn't want her to come back. I kind of just was like, whatever. You know, welcome back. You said great storyline for Paige with the Bellas. Think about it. Classic betrayal with the Bellas twins. Classic 2000 storyline. Yeah, see, I wasn't watching wrestling back when Paige was wrestling like that. So I don't know the history between the Bellas and Paige. What you saying, Paige gonna turn on the twins, Nino? Is that what you saying? Like she gonna turn her back on them and drop the titles and make them drop the titles? Oh, the twins turn on her. Yeah. They could definitely do that. They could do that. So they gonna go heel? I wonder how that'll be. I don't think they ever been heels before. But you know, these old wrestlers, they wanna do what they never done before. You know, they wanna go. All these baby faces want to turn heel nowadays. So, they was heel before. See, yeah, I don't remember. Seabass said Bellaton shouldn't have came back. There's no reason. They just came back so they could win the titles, bro. That's the only reason they came back. Yeah, John Cena turned heel first time in his career. Yup. And that's kind of what I meant. Like, yeah, these old heads that ain't never been heel, now they want to turn heel later in their career, at the end of their career, which is cool. I got no problem with the turning heel. I enjoy John Cena's heel turn. You know, I actually liked his heel turn more than his babyface run, to be honest with you. I thought he was talking that shit on the mic. He was saying everything that you know he wanted to say, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed his heel turn. So I hope the Bellas do something similar. Said calling it now, Oba's gonna take Reigns championship. It could be a build up for that. Roman Reigns definitely called him out and said had some choice words for him in the after show. Like, if you want to say Cena was heel back in the day, cool, but not like he was heel now. Nah, he was nothing like it was now, Nino. I agree with you on that 100%. I didn't think the Doctor of Thugonomics was his heel run, to me. I didn't think that was a heel run. But that, what he was on now as current day John Cena, how he was working the crowd, talking crazy to the crowd, he was definitely heel. Frozen Tree said it was a fail. You think both nights was a fail, or the show entirely? Because I only think night one was a fail. Night two made up for night one. WWE. He said all WrestleMania. Oh damn! Say more about that. Why do you think it was a fail? You didn't enjoy none of the matches? You thought you was against all the outcomes? Like, because I don't think it was a. I don't think all of it was a fail. No, that's being a little harsh. WWE needs to lock in and bring back Dolph Ziggler. That would be cool. If they brought back Dolph, I wouldn't be mad at that. He said Oba and Reigns is the main event, WrestleMania 43. Hell yeah, Nino. I see that. I can see that in the works. He said, I agree with the Dolph Ziggler quote. What was his quote? What did he say? I ain't heard nothing from Dolph Ziggler in a minute. He been talking? What'd he say? Said Oba should have dominated Brock more. He squashed him. What you mean? That match lasted all of what? Like 3 minutes. Said Dolph does too much though when he gets slammed. Hey, we like the selling, man. We like the selling. You know, I ain't mad at that. Even the overselling. And yeah, Nino, they definitely gave us a clue with Roman's response. They finna be a future beef. WrestleMania was some dirt. You think both nights was some dirt, Steven? I don't think so, bro. I think night one was pretty dirt, but not two. Night two was good. You messing with night one more than two? Nah, night two was better. Night two was way better. He said the DEI has ruined wrestling. No, I don't think so, Larry. Y'all love to talk about that DEI stuff like it has any meaning to anything. It didn't do anything to wrestling. He said lip singing was crazy. Then by that logic, it's a half dirty event. He said energy felt so off. Yes, it has. It's all DEI bullshit. Whatever, Larry. I'm gonna have to disagree on that. Night one was trash. Night two was peak. Best of all time. Y'all sleep now. You that's a reach. It definitely was not the best of all time. That's a reach. It wasn't the worst WrestleMania we've seen, but it definitely was not the best. Yeah, if Oba wins the Rumble, that's definitely the main event. We got a lot of time to the Rumble, though. That ain't going to be till next January. I want to know what's going to happen during SummerSlam. They might main event SummerSlam. You never know. Oba might get a shot early. Don't get it twisted. Hunter still needs to be fired immediately. Y'all love blaming Triple H, bro. I swear, it's so funny to me. Y'all love blaming Triple H. Was just never on the edge of my seat. Matches too short to build any anticipation. I did think the matches were going by pretty quick. I definitely did feel like the matches were going by pretty quick, but they were still solid though for the most part. One good show doesn't mean he hasn't been booking terrible shows for nearly enough 2 years. I think y'all being too harsh on Triple H, man. I definitely think y'all being a little too harsh on Triple H. Y'all got to understand, WWE ain't self-owned no more. Like, TKO owns them. So they make a lot of the calls for stuff that they even override Triple H's decisions in some instances, you know? So it's not all him, y'all. Said, I'm not a big fan of John Cena. Lost against Gunther. He should have won. I blame that on Triple H, bro. Y'all love blaming Triple H, man. John Cena didn't care about winning no more, bro. He was done with wrestling. What was John Cena winning his last match? What was that going to do? Yeah, storyline's finna be crazy, Nino. Definitely. They can do so much with Oba now after he squashed Brock like that. I want Oba to throw Roman from the ring through the announce tables. Oba and Roman gonna be a good match, man. It's in the making. It's the writers' room messing shit up for real talent. No one know what to do with them. Nah, they don't know what they don't understand some of the talent they got. I agree. Night 1 and 2 were spectacular in my opinion. Night 2 was better. Night 1, it was they dropped the ball on a couple of them matches, but night 2 was the best. TKO making the calls. That's what I'm saying. Izzy, y'all people be blaming Triple H for so much, bro, and like it ain't Triple H, man. Like It's TKO doing this. TKO is the reason Pat McAfee got involved in that beef with Roman. I mean, with Randy and Cody. That was all TKO. Triple H ain't had nothing to do with that. He said, "I just want one more AAA." I feel it. I feel it. John Cena fan. I feel it. That's exactly why the crowd was saying, "Fuck you, TKO, not Hunter." Exactly. Yes, it's TKO messing up WWE, y'all. It ain't Triple H. Triple H do not have as much power as y'all be trying to give him, bro. He don't. I wish CM Punk won. Hell no. I'm glad he lost. I'm glad he lost. He should go retire after that because he old. He need to go sit it down after that. He ain't got it no more. He's another one that y'all give a pass to that all he do is come out and run his mouth every week. He don't be wrestling like that. He a part-timer too. He want to talk crap about part-timers. All he do is come out there running his mouth every week. He don't be wrestling every week. Lucha Underground right now had 100 times better matches. WWE too comfortable with their formula. WWE always been too comfortable with their formula. Roman on top again. Yes, sir. Said, I'm glad Cody won. I strongly disagree. Now, I'm not tapped into AEW, bro. WWE fan at heart. That's it. Zach, what Roman say? You're old. Simple as that. Big dubs, Nino. He said, let's talk about my guy, the Demon, Finn Balor. Hey, that was a good match too, man. I'm glad he brought that alter ego out. We need to see more of it. We need to see more of the Demon, for sure. Punk and Artifact at this point is still great, but definitely less great now. That's what I'm saying, bro. Punk need to hang it up. Giving Roman a belt was a big mistake. Not at all. He's too over with the crowd. They still chanting OTC. They chanted CM Punk name for 10 years, and when he went up against Roman, the crowd was still chanting for Roman Reigns, bro. He too over. He's too over. Cody doesn't need the title. Randy should have won it. That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm tired of the Cody Rhodes hype too. They need to go ahead and let that go. Dom did good. They had a great match. Yeah, they did. Yes, they did, man. Demon Finn Balor, we need to see more of that alter ego, man. I enjoyed that. That was nice. That was a good match between them. I need to see that side of Finn Balor more often. You know, they always try to have him be the nice guy. I enjoy seeing him, I like seeing that side of him. That was pretty cool. So we need to see more of that. Tired of the bloodline, not gonna lie. The bloodline ain't even a thing right now. Roman is still better than Punk. Yes, sir. Punk better than Roman. Y'all youngins blind as hell. Bruh, I'm 30 years old. I watched CM Punk back in the day, bruh. CM Punk has never been that guy. To me, he's never been that. You know what CM Punk is? He's the dude that always felt like he deserved more, and he is mid-card in-ring ability. A-card skills on the mic with mid-card in-ring ability. Like, he is not that great, bro. Other than his mic skills, CM Punk is not that good of a wrestler. He is very mid when it comes to wrestling. I'm not saying he can't wrestle. I'm just saying like his talent as far as excitement or a match you want to see, I would want to see way more other wrestlers than CM Punk, bro. Like CM Punk is not that dude in the ring, bro. Like I said, great mic skills, but he is not that dude in the ring. I ain't trying to hear that. Should have brought out Zilla. They need to bring out Zilla. They need to. I kept telling people Roman was going to beat Punk. I knew it too. Lose it to Oba. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Oba's up and coming. Ain't nothing wrong with him losing to Oba. He up and coming. Let me see. Cody is better without the title. He already finished the story. Yeah, I'm tired of the Cody Rhodes stuff. They need to let it go. The ladder match was definitely fire, Steven. It was definitely fire. I'm trying to get through y'all chats. They coming in quick, so just give me a second. Went to the UFC and was mid as well. He went to the UFC and was bad. He got worked. Mysterious said, please be quiet. You a CM Punk fan, huh? I'm sorry for your loss, Brody. I'm sorry for your loss. Roman is a great in-ring talent. And he got better on his mic skills. Roman has grown as a superstar over time, Sushi. He used to be terrible on the mic. 10 years ago, Roman was not that dude on the mic. Now, he got good mic skills, and he always been a good wrestler. Always been a good wrestler. So y'all can say what y'all want about that. What you think of Oba versus Gunther? That'd be good. I think Oba will crush Gunther, though. Gunther, it wouldn't be believable Gunther beating him. Seth and Roman really well rounded. Yeah, Seth is a good in-ring talent. I'm not a fan of Seth, but I respect his hustle. He's a good in-ring talent for sure. But Oba versus Gunther would be nice. That would be a good one. Exactly. Roman said he old news now. He said, yeah, you lost me straight block. Bye. I don't give, get your punk ass about my chat. Boy, I don't care. Talking about straight block. Man, get CM Punk meat out your mouth, Mysterious. Every rapper from 1990 to 2026. Hold on, let me see that. Was in WrestleMania. Yeah, they had a lot of old heads there. Appreciate that follow, Cajun Cowboy. Night 1 was trash. Night 2 was fire. Yes, sir. Said RIP CM Punk. Hell yeah, Nito. Appreciate that follow, Trey Yeet. We need to see Oba and Gunther, then we'll see who's next for Roman. Yup. That's what they saying on TikTok too, Brody. They saying the same thing. Appreciate them follows, y'all. Thank y'all, man. He said both was fire. Okay, I respect it. Night 1 had good moments, but overall, night 2 was better. Danhausen was the best part. Danhausen was entertaining. I ain't gonna lie. He was a little funny. He said, I'm talking crazy. You're not reading my comments or what? What'd you say, Christine? What'd you say, Christian? Only thing you said was I can tell. That was the last thing you said. It might not be coming through. So these comments coming in kind of quick. So if I miss your comment, I'm sorry. Just retype it. Just type it in again. I'll get you. Timmy, appreciate the follow. I mess with mid cards on night 1 more, but main event more on night 2. Yeah, the main event night 2 was the best. Last good Mania was 40. This was a good Mania too. It wasn't the best, but this was solid. The ads were longer than the matches. Yeah, y'all, that's just the world we live in as far as the ads go. My complaint, it's Mania. Where's the cage? Hell in a Cell, First Blood or something. They had a street fight. They had a unsanctioned match. They had a ladder match. What you talking about, bro? They had some decent matches there. You just wanted to see a cage. I get it. I ain't mad at that. Said stage was whack though. What you mean, like the ramp, like the setup they had? Fight backstage or something? Yeah, but I do miss the backstage fights. I ain't gonna lie, I do miss that. Fatu need to go after Trick Williams. That would be a good one. That would be a nice little matchup right there. This Mania felt rushed. The matches were going pretty quick. They were going pretty quick. Definitely better than 41 at least. Yeah, I felt like this Mania is gonna be slept on going forward. You know, like this was actually a pretty solid one for the most part. Definitely not one of the worst. Best Mania of all time is WrestleMania 17. Man, honestly, all the WrestleManias back in the day is better than what we be getting now. But that's just the way sports entertainment is, man. You know, if you was able to grow up in the golden age of wrestling and the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era, man, they're not gonna ever top that, y'all. We just gotta, you know, enjoy things for what they are now. They're never gonna top the things we had back in the day. He said, who my favorite wrestler? Currently, my favorite wrestler currently is Fatu, Jacob Fatu. That's my favorite wrestler currently. He remind me of Umaga, and I be missing Umaga, man. Undertaker versus Shane. That retirement had me crying. Man, Shane always put on a show for us, man. Night 2 was shit. Night 2 was fire. Night 1 was definitely whack. Night 2 was better. But night 1 had moments. Night 1 had moments, though. But yes, night 2 was miles better than 1 for sure. Night 1 was a fail, honestly, to me, but night 2 was fire. Yep, they dropped the ball with Randy. They dropped the ball with that. Favorite wrestlers, Jay Uso. Hey, Jay up there for sure. W. Jacob, hell yeah. That's my guy, man. Jacob Fatu. Jay Uso is mid. Don't say that. He said, I drank a beer. I got you. I drank another beer.
I drank a beer. I drank another beer. 3 beers.
You know what I'm saying?
4 beers.
Randy should have won and had finals run. I agree.
6 beers. 7 beers.
Stone Cold
8
top.
beers.
Yes, he is top all
9
time.
beers.
Man, y'all chat's
And a
coming in
Bloody
quick.
Mary.
If I missed your chat, just retype it in, man. It's hard for me to go through and read them all. I might miss it. So if I missed your chat, just retype it. And sometime TikTok, what's the name? It be blocking people chats for no reason. So Mike, you said you're going to Raw tonight. Have a good time, man. What returns you think are coming? I don't know. That's a good question. I didn't really think too much about it. What returns y'all think we getting, chat? That's a good question. Second one is Roman Reigns. Yeah, Roman Reigns is fire, man. Rollins versus Breakker tonight. Ooh, that's going to be lit. Nah, I didn't see Paige coming back either. Said, is Brock really done? I think so, King AJ. I think Brock is done. This was the best stage of all time. I didn't have a problem with the stage. I know somebody in the chat said they didn't like it. Your favorite wrestler is Jay. Second is Roman Reigns. I ain't mad at that. Brock's retirement had me tearing up when me growing up seeing him on TV. I definitely was like, damn, Brock hanging it up. I couldn't believe it. You know, we got to see a little soft side of Brock. No clue now. Yeah, me neither. Zilla coming. If Zilla shows up tonight, that would be fire. If he show up tonight or on SmackDown this week, that would be fire. Kevin Owens might be coming back soon, though. I feel like he should be about healed up from his injury, right? Yes, Paige returned last night. Got the titles with Brie Bella. Worst WrestleMania of all time, in my opinion. Hey, man, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I'm going to respectfully disagree. Tired of Cody, but OTC, you know what it is, man. Put the ones in the air for the OTC. You know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. Favorite is Dirty Dom. I like Dom too. I like his character. He's a funny dude. It was fire, Noah. Okay, I see you. I think it was fire for the most part. Night 1 just dropped the ball on a couple of the matches, but for the most part, WrestleMania as a whole, like in totality, I thought it was solid. Roman needs a new bloodline, to be honest. Yeah, he kind of do. He said, I think it was good. Yeah, no, I think so too. I think all in all, it was solid. Oba coming from Roman next. Yeah, that's what we was talking about earlier. He definitely is. Sassy and Brock go. I used to hate him as a kid, right? Yeah, I didn't like Brock either, especially when he ended Undertaker's streak. I hated Brock for a long time. I hated him for a long time, but it's definitely sad to see him go, man. You know, grew up watching Brock, so he always put on a show, man. He always put on a show. Always was hella entertaining. Whether you like him or hate him, he always put on a show. Bronson Reed coming back. He can stay gone. Big Bronson Reed can stay gone. He can stay gone. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not a fan of him. Favorite is Penta currently. Penta's fire. I like Penta. I think Oba will beat Roman at SummerSlam and repeat Rock versus Lesnar. Okay. I like that. Appreciate that follow. People hating on Brock are hella lame. Nah, man. Brock is that dude, man. He's definitely done a lot for the business. You know, he ain't never been afraid to, you know, lose if it made sense. Brock has done a lot for the WWE, so, you know, he will be missed. He will be missed. He due to his health. Yeah, man. Brock in his shoe. Ain't he almost 50 years old or about 50 years old? I'm pretty sure his health catching up with him. Jay should have lost. Jay did lose. Kofi Kingston need to challenge Cody Rhodes. Man, Kofi Kingston world title days is over with. I hate to break it to you. Brock's making an appearance today at Raw, so Gunther coming at him tonight. Ooh, we're gonna see about that. John Cena coming back. You funny. John Cena very much act like he don't want to. He good on wrestling. You said Jay should have won. They always putting Rhea over. Yeah, but you know, it just made sense for business wise for Rhea to win. Unfortunately, Jay's not. She ain't really like working the. She not over with the fans like that. You know what I'm saying? So there's no point for her to keep the title. She still got a little bit of work to put in as far as being a good WWE superstar. Appreciate that follow, Chris. Brock gets to go home to Sable, no cap. Yeah, new champ equals new matches. For sure. Kofi done. Yeah, Kofi's cooked. This was a big fail. Worst WrestleMania on record. The program is a shell of what it once was. Like I keep telling y'all in the chat, man, we ain't gonna get the ruthless aggression attitude era no more for wrestling, y'all. Appreciate that follow, KJ. Like, y'all gotta understand what the product is and who the superstars are now, man. You gotta appreciate things for what they are and not for what they was. You know what I'm saying? It's just not gonna be like that no more. Got to get with the times, man. Things have changed. Like look, I stopped watching wrestling for a while when they started to go into the PG era, but I figured out a way to still come back and enjoy what they giving us. You know what I'm saying? Nah, this WrestleMania wasn't that bad, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell the chat. It wasn't that bad. Roman versus Braun at SummerSlam. I would like to see Braun Breaker get his moment. I do like him as an upcoming star. Braun Breaker got a bright future. He said Stephanie shouldn't have lost. Stephanie didn't wrestle. What you talking about? Oh, you talking about? When you said Stephanie, I'm thinking of Stephanie McMahon. You talking about the Liv match? I wasn't mad at Liv winning that. She just a little more over with the fans and a little more entertaining than Stephanie. So I wasn't mad about that. You know, she could work the mic a little better. It was the worst WrestleMania ever. No, it wasn't, man. Liv gonna be more annoying now. She definitely is. I don't know if I'm right, but it could be from all the beating in WWE and UFC took a big toll on Brock. It definitely did. It was just only okay. I would say it was above average. WrestleMania as a whole was above average. It wasn't the worst. It wasn't the best, but it was good. Night 1 was ass. Night 2 was a lot better. Night 2 made up for the lackluster night 1 for sure. Appreciate that follow too, man. He said Braun Breaker overhyped to me. That move missed the spear on night 1. That was awful. Come on, man. Y'all know botch moments happen all the time in wrestling. They happen every night. They ain't gonna get it perfect all the time. That other spear he did was crucial. You know, that other one he did was real crucial, but yeah, he missed one. And yeah, that was Seth's fault. I agree. It was better than last year, especially night 2. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that opinion at all. I can't necessarily disagree, man. I thought it was a solid WrestleMania overall. Randy's going to make a Legacy 2.0. Man, they really dropped the ball with that whole Randy feud, man. I just don't understand why they had Pat McAfee and Jelly Roll involved in something that Randy didn't need help for. I don't understand it. That feud made itself, man. He didn't need nobody with him to get that feud over, man. Penta versus Javon Evans single match. I think that should be in the future. Javon, he deserved a moment. He put on a nice show in that ladder match. And you know Penta gonna be Penta, man. Penta did his thing. He said he would have unalived Seth had that connected. Yeah, Braun be going crazy with that spear, bro. Pat McAfee made that match entertaining. That shit was boring. Call it what it is. Pat McAfee was unneeded the whole entire feud, bro. But hey, that's your opinion. You know, that's your opinion. Pat McAfee was not needed though. Appreciate the follow, Ajax. Apparently, original plans was for Alistair and Randy. That's what somebody else said in the chat too. But again, I'm gonna keep saying it, y'all. Randy didn't need no help. He didn't need nobody. He didn't need anybody. He's already over with the fans. All he had to do was start punting fools and just doing what he used to do back in 2009. That's all Randy had to do. He didn't need no other body to talk for him. He didn't need nobody to cut promos for him. No, he didn't need none of that, y'all. All he needed to do was just be the Randy that we know. All he had to do was turn into the Viper. That's it. He didn't need nobody else. Yes, they should have put the belt on Randy. Yes, they should have. Night 2 was WrestleMania. Night 1 was a house show. Yeah, I've seen other people say that online too. Bring out the old Randy. Yeah, they should have brought out the old Randy. That all he had to do was just start listening to the voices and just start attacking people, RKOing people like he used to. I think night 1 was a C, night 2 was an A. Yeah, that's about it. That's about it. Night 2 was average. Night 1 was average. Night 2 was great. They should have did what Roman and CM Punk did. No celebs, no interference, and straight wrestling. Roman and CM Punk put on a hell of a match. Yeah, no interferences, no outside BS, just straight up wrestling. That was a great main event. They did their thing. Yeah, everybody from the Attitude Era gone, man. Things ain't gonna be what it used to be, y'all. He said WWE ain't ready for the old Randy. Hey, he did that punt, man. He did that punt. Y'all see the face? That's the result of old Randy right here. That's the result of old Randy right there. Let me move that up a little bit. Move it down. That right there. That's the result of old Randy right there. Yo, what up? What up? 07 Randy back. Hell yeah. He ain't back in full effect, but he will be. He said tonight is night 3. We're gonna see. So overall, I think it was about a B+. Yeah, B+ average. That ain't bad. That's a good rating for this WrestleMania. I would say a B or a B+. Let me see. You said Alistair was going to basically play mind games, show Randy never changed. He's always been the same. Alistair, I will say this. In the defense of y'all saying Alistair Black was going to be the person, I do think that would have been a better addition than Pat McAfee. So if Alistair Black would have did some mind games or got Randy to activate that savagery, you know what I'm saying? I would have accepted that more than Pat McAfee. That Pat McAfee was just dumb. Yeah, seeing that pump brought back memories for sure. Do you think Roman is really coming back full time? Hey, that's what he said. That's what he said. So I hope he do. I hope we see him every week. He said he'd kiss Brandy Rhodes. Hey, I remember when he did that to Stephanie McMahon in front of Triple H. That was crazy. I remember when he did that. Said, yeah, Roman saved it for sure. Guess Cody didn't have the Sonic Boom kick from Street Fighter. Hey, you funny, bro. John B, you said you doubted. You doubt what? Golden Glove. Roman got it. Love it. Yeah, for sure. I used to be in tune 2009 to 2018, but I messed with Seth and Oba match. Yeah, man, wrestling's changed, y'all. It's never going to be what it was in the 2000s and the early 2010s, y'all. Like, wrestling's never going back to that. You know, you got to just accept it for what it is and try to enjoy it for what it is. The crowd chanting one more time for the punt kick. Boy, I was saying it too. Yeah, do it again. He should have ran to one side, punt, ran back to the other side, punt him again. He should have. Or should have did. Remember what they used to do? Remember they used to put somebody's head in the chair and jump off the top rope and stomp the chair? He should have did something like that too. Tony said it was a fail. Come on, man. Y'all being harsh. I think Roman will come back full time. I hope so. Appreciate that follow, Fabo. I'm trying to get y'all chats as best I can, man. They coming in fast, y'all. So if I miss you, I'm sorry. Just go ahead, keep typing. I'm trying to read them as fast as I can. As long as Roman loses the title at SummerSlam or Crown Jewel, I think the championship storyline. If he loses the title at SummerSlam or Crown Jewel, y'all think they make him drop it that soon? If he does drop it that soon, it has to be to somebody like Oba or Braun Breaker. I'm not accepting nothing less. It'll have to be to somebody like that. And I would prefer Oba Femi. He finna be the next big thing, man. He finna be the new Brock. I'm gonna follow you, bro. Love wrestling talk. Appreciate that, Fabo. Yeah, we're gonna talk about wrestling. After every show and after every pay-per-view, we're gonna do a podcast episode for wrestling. So if y'all like wrestling, man, just follow me. Make sure y'all follow up. And that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be talking about wrestling after every show and after every pay-per-view. We're gonna do it the day after, though, not the same night. I'm gonna always do it the next day. He said that's what's up. Yes, sir. We get Roman versus Oba for championship match. I think so. We should. Boring moveset, horrible thin mid mic skills, by the way. Roman, see, another Roman hater was in here earlier, man. And y'all, that's how I know you ain't really been watching Roman since the beginning, bro. Roman has always been a solid in-ring talent. He always had the persona. Roman always lacked in mic skills, bro. Once he developed the mic skills and they started that OTC stuff for him and the acknowledge me and all of that, bro, Roman has been good on the mic. He has been solid on the mic. He wasn't that good back in the day. Like in the late 2010s when he first came around, he wasn't that good back in the day. But now Roman is solid, bro. Roman is solid. Roman got crazy aura. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. Like he has really, like, y'all remember when the crowd used to boo Roman every night? They used to boo him every night, bro. Now look at him. He got people putting ones in the air, chanting his name, bro. Like, come on, man. You got to put some respect on it. Appreciate the follow, Evan. Got to put some respect on it. Night 2 is better, Wave Athletics. Appreciate that follow, MGD. Roman is not that good on the mic. He better than what he used to be. That's your opinion. You can say he not that good on the mic, but you can't say he ain't as good as he not better than what he used to be. He's way better on the mic than he used to be. Nah, bro. People calling him the best promo in wrestling. That's another conversation. I ain't say all that, but he is definitely a solid person on the mic now. He didn't used to be. Night 1 was boo-boo. Nah, night one wasn't that good. Respect the OTC. I'm saying, Hector. It was good. It was okay, just short. Yeah, the matches did go pretty quick. I agree. They did go pretty fast. He grown so much on the mic. That's what I'm saying, MGD. Talk your talk, my guy. Talk your talk. Yeah, appreciate you, bro. Exactly. He had Halliburton and George Kittle putting the ones in the air. Fuck you talking about? Roman Reigns always stood out, even when he was with the Shield. Yup. Him and Seth Rollins, they always stood out the most. Roman got nothing on The Rock. We ain't saying he got anything on The Rock, bro, but y'all not finna disrespect Roman like he hasn't grown into the character he is, yo. That dude done put in a lot of work to become who he is. We got to put some respect on it. Dean Ambrose was the Shield's leader, and you see how he's been forgotten about? Don't nobody care about Dean. Dean over there at AEW. They not chanting his name. He can't even use that name, Mr. John Moxley. Roman can possibly take The Rock. He might, if he don't never leave the business, I would say he will be. Cause The Rock don't get that same love like he used to get. Rock used to come back and shut it down. He ain't really coming back shutting it down like he used to. You know, the fans kind of tired of Hollywood Rock. You know, we want Rock to come back and be The Rock. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if we ever gonna get that version of The Rock again. Mike wise, yeah, Rock better, but Roman's still good on the mic too. I agree. Should have been Carmelo Hayes versus Trick. I agree. I'm tired of Sami Zayn. Hopefully they end all that Sami Zayn nonsense. Roman carrying WWE. He is now. That's for sure. Rock get less of a pop than Austin now. The Rock don't get a. I'll put it to you like this: The Rock don't get a pop like he used to. It ain't the same. He don't get a pop like he used to. It ain't the same. He said Jon Moxley shits on Punk and Roman. Well, CM Punk is old and washed. Jon Moxley don't have no aura, so he ain't got nothing on Roman Reigns. I don't know what you talking about, bro. If you like Dean Ambrose, Jon Moxley, whatever the hell you want to call him, that's your prerogative. You know, that's on you. But ain't nobody talking about him or thinking about that dude. We not worried about Jon Moxley around here. He said Roman is so boring. Y'all just be hating, bro. Hey, The Rock did acknowledge him, Fabo. You right. The Rock definitely acknowledged OTC. Sammy is the modern day Daniel Bryan. He worse. Daniel Bryan was at least entertaining. Daniel Bryan had a crowd chanting yes. Sami Zayn can't make the crowd do nothing. The crowd that turned on Sami Zayn. Appreciate that follow. Cody better than Roman. Disagree. Cody's good, but not better than Roman. I'd rather watch Roman over Cody. I agree. Appreciate that follow, Mike. Bro's not a wrestling fan. He a WWE slot mark. Who are you talking about? He said, motherfuckers. What did you say? Hold on. He said, motherfuckers who know ball talk about. Bro, nobody talks about Jon Moxley, bro. You just a Moxley fan, bro. That's cool. Nobody in this chat has brought up Jon Moxley. We got over 60 people in here. You the only person that brought up that name, bro. Nobody give a fuck about him. Nobody. No, bro. We've been talking about a little bit of everything, man. Mainly WrestleMania, but ain't nobody talking about Jon Moxley, bro. Stone Cold would destroy Roman. I mean, not nowadays. Stone Cold can't even wrestle like he used to. Hurt my heart when a woman lost her title to Jay. Yeah, Jay losing. I wouldn't have been mad if she won, but I understood she was gonna lose because it was better. It was what, real winning was good for business. You know what I'm saying? That was just good for business. Stephanie match hurt me. I knew Liv was gonna win that. I wasn't surprised. I need to slide through over there real quick, gang. You good? Oh no, we good. We good, Nino. He just was we got a Jon Moxley fan in the chat, and he talking about I don't know wrestling because I'm not acknowledging Jon Moxley or whatever the fuck. I really don't know what his point was he was making. He said Jon Moxley was better than Roman Reigns. Just shut up, bro. You a terrible troll. You say some goofy shit like that, you just trolling. You just trolling, bro. Nobody believes that. Night 1 was mid. Night 2 was better. Yes, definitely. Night 2 saved it from being an F show. I agree. Night 2 saved the whole event. Liv Morgan and Rhea winning was great for WWE. It had to happen. They both too over with the crowd. You want the wrestlers that's over with the crowd to win, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you want. You want the people that's over with the crowd to win. Said Jon Moxley was legit on the Shield, but it's too much talent for Moxley to make a dent solo in the WWE. Exactly. He would have to team up with somebody. He would not be that successful as a singles wrestler in WWE right now. I 100% agree. Brock put over Oba. Yeah, that was nice. That was nice. That was what's up. I was glad Brock did that. If Oba take down Roman, he's the best heavyweight. He gonna be up there. He definitely gonna be up there. Demon Balor versus Penta. Ooh, that'll be a nice match. That would be nice, man. I hope we get to see more Demon Balor, y'all. Demon Balor was lit. All right, bro. We're gonna get you up out of here because you just talking silly. Because you just in here trolling, bro. We're gonna get this dude out of here. Talking about wrestling fans getting dumber and settling for less. Nah, bro, you just got some issues, man. You like who you like, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, have a good day, Brody. Peace. Yeah, we ain't dealing with that shit. Let's see. Braun is nice too. I like Braun Breaker for sure. Appreciate the follows, y'all. Thank y'all. What's next for Dominic Mysterio? I don't know. I think he should go solo. I think he needs to lead the Judgment Day alone. Appreciate them follows too, y'all, man. Appreciate the love. Thank y'all. Hey, what's up, Monica? Yeah, live popping today. We talking about that WWE, you know what I'm saying? Night one wasn't bad as everyone's saying. No, it was. The thing with night one is that they dropped the ball on a couple of the matches. That's the problem with night one. And then night two made up for it. Appreciate them follows too, y'all. Appreciate the love. Thank y'all. Hey, if y'all can tap that screen for your boy too, man. We got 64 people in here. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up, y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Did Liv win? Yes, Liv won. Randy and Cody rematch, please. Randy was injured? Well, shit, he injured the hell out of Cody, didn't he? I didn't know Randy was injured because he injured the hell out of Cody. Worst WrestleMania in my opinion, man. Y'all being too harsh, bro. Y'all being too harsh. Too many ads. Yeah, man, that's just how it is now. We got too many ads on YouTube. Appreciate the follows, y'all. I saw bits and pieces from Leaf. Yeah, WrestleMania was lit, Monica. It was fire. Head Pun of Doom. Yes, sir. Cody dropping the title at Backlash. He need to. Oh, you was there? That's what's up, man. You got to be there and witness in person. That's what's up. Aiden said it was a fail. Man, y'all being too harsh on this WrestleMania, man. Yeah, I'm going to miss Brock too, man. I'm going to miss Brock too. TKO's taking over the combat sports industry. Yeah, they have. Dom put that AA title on the line against Finn. He need to, Nino. For sure, he need to. Yeah, I would like to see Demon Finn Balor get more opportunities. I would like to see that alter ego come out a lot more. I love WWE too, Roger. You're not being critical at all, though. What you mean? Not being critical of what? What I'm not being critical of? CM Punk turn heel? No, I think CM Punk about to hang it up. You see CM Punk TMZ video when CM Punk slapped the phone out of the... No, I didn't see that. No, I didn't see that. What was that? After the match he did that? Or was that leading up to the match? He said Vince McMahon back. Ah, man, y'all don't want Vince back, bro. Then we'll have 50-year-old people holding the titles, man. Y'all don't want Vince to come back, man. Y'all say that, but y'all really don't want that. I'm telling you. Brock got screwed. The whole show makes no sense now. How did Brock lose to a newbie? He destroyed Cena. Bro, Brock is... Did you not see what happened at the end of the fight, bro? Like, Brock is retiring. He's leaving. So he put Oba over before he left. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. There was nothing wrong with that squash. If anything, Brock deserves a nod for that. TKO made up with this one. Nah, they did their thing with night two. Night two was fire. Said Punk's my favorite, but yeah, after losing the belt, I don't see him being relevant. I don't either. I think he need to go. I think he need to retire, bro. Brock passed the torch. Exactly. How did Brock not hurt Oba? I mean, look at Oba. Hey, look at Oba, man. What you mean? Not gonna lie, it was over when Roman walked out to the original head of the table theme. Yes, sir. They need to go back to Peacock. They definitely do. Punk got his main event and it's over now. Exactly. That's all he wanted. Oba is Black Brock. That's exactly what I said, bro. That's exactly what I said. Said I enjoyed WrestleMania. I enjoyed it too. Like all in all, Nate, I enjoyed it too, man. Appreciate them donations too, babe. Thank you. Donations. Miss CJ in the chat.
Donations.
Night 2 better, way better, Punisher. Punk passed the torch. Punk didn't pass the torch. Punk just got his main event he always wanted.
Gifts.
Roman already had the torch. If anything, Roman allowed him the main event with him.
More gifts.
Brock will be used for WrestleMania. I think so. And he'll make appearances in the Royal Rumble probably. Somebody said something about Braun. Let me see. So tired of Roman though. He better wrestle on SmackDown. You know, man, Roman always just gonna have the fans that love him and hate him. You know what I'm saying? Nah, Gunther better not get a title push. I'm going back reading some of these old comments, y'all. Punk done everything he had to do. Yep. He got nothing else to prove. Yeah, he just gonna retire. Oba winning King of the Ring this year. I wouldn't be mad at that. He said Black Brock. Wow, I know, right? Yeah, we stupid. You know, we gotta crack a little jokey joke. It was failed. Matches were too short. Most underrated match was Drew versus Jacob. Man, Jacob Fatu up next, y'all. Mark my words. Jacob Fatu up next. As a Seth fan, I'm glad Punk lost. I'm glad Punk lost too. I wasn't rooting for him. Yes, Brock 100% came to WrestleMania to put Oba over and retire. Exactly. TKO made Brock look soft going out. No, he didn't, bro. That was Brock. Brock wanted to do that. If, like I kept telling people about Brock, bro, if Brock put over Goldberg, what makes y'all think he wasn't going to put over Obafemi? Goldberg beat Brock in less than a minute. Y'all didn't think he would do that for Obafemi? Come on now. Come on now. Glenn, what up, Yeet? Leaf, what's good with you, bro? You knew he was putting over months ago. I called Brock. I called Obafemi winning that match from the beginning. He said he would even put over Danhausen. He would do what's right for business. Brock always been like that. You just sent me the video on IG of CM Punk. All right, say less, Nino. I'm going to check it out. Do old heads choose who to pass the torch over? I think in some cases they do. You know, in some cases they do. Payback for Kofi. Why they let him destroy Cena just to retire a few months later? You know, that's a good question, bro. That's a good question. You know, I don't know why they let Brock. Maybe because, you know what? I do know why. Because at the time when he beat John Cena, they had just signed that deal with ESPN. So I think TKO, once again, getting involved, they wanted Brock to win that match. That's what I think happened with that. So, Mark, that's what I think happened with that situation. They wanted Brock to win, so they had to. It was fire, but would have been way better if Cody lost. Yes, Cody should have lost. Rhea doesn't need another title either. I wouldn't have been mad if Jay won, but like I said, what was best for business was for Rhea to win. And Pedro, appreciate that heart me, bro. Thank you, man. Donations. Yeah, Cody's kind of mid to me too, but I appreciate Cody though. I do think his run needs to end and he needs to work his way back up. Like, go challenge for the Intercontinental or United States title or something. Like, your WWE title run should be over with. He been on top since he came back, bro, and I just don't understand it. Brock is a businessman. Yup. He does what's right for business. Next match for Roman needs to be against Cody and Randy for the undisputed title. They should. I wouldn't be mad if they unified them again. But I kind of like the 2 separate titles for the 2 separate shows, you know. So they don't. I don't say they don't have to do that. Appreciate that follow too, Cleveland. The way they promo was fire too. Yeah, for sure, Brody. He said, facts, me too. I'm just a Brock fan, but I knew it was time for Brock. Yeah, Nino, I'm a Brock fan too, but I knew it was, I didn't think he was going to retire, but I knew he was going to put over. I didn't think he was going to retire though. WWE is right when Liv and Mammy are champions. Bro, y'all are funny. Calling Rhea Ripley that, man. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. Sammy, Trick, and Mello in a triple threat at Clash in Italy. Sammy don't need to be a part of nothing. He needs to go and disappear. Mello needs his rematch for the title. Trick and Mello, you don't need Sammy in that. The crowd don't even want to see Sammy no more. He said, nah, keep it separate till shit starts getting hectic. Till all the family gets right. Yeah, I agree. Nino. Keep the title separate. Said Rhea ain't no mammy, that's Paige. That's what they be calling Rippy. They be calling Rhea mommy or whatever the hell. Roman already challenged. Oh, but yeah, in the after show, he said he had some choice words for him. Kevin Owens should be coming back soon. I think he just about healed up from his injury. Brock coming back for SummerSlam with Gunther, the favor. Yeah, we're gonna see. Brock need to take down Roman, then retire. Nah, bro. Him and Roman's beef is over with. That's over with. Rachel said it was a fail. Nah, it wasn't a fail. It definitely wasn't a fail. Roman, Rhea, Liv leading WWE right now. Yeah, they is. Sammy is dull for sure. Roman Reigns couldn't lace up the boots of even Ken Shamrock. Man, y'all come in this chat saying anything, bro. Y'all are hilarious. I love Rhea, but where can we go if she has the title? That's a good question. Bianca, is it coming back no time soon? Nah, she done. She done for a minute. But we should be getting Naomi back. She had her baby back in March, so we should be getting her back. Yeah, Sami Zayn gotta go. You know what I'm talking about, day mom. Brock done now too. I know. Bittersweet for Brock. Nino said Rhea is the modern day China for our era. Yeah, she is. Yep, she is. My lady be saying the same thing. I'm not going to call her that, but Rhea is fire. My boy Trick won, though. You already know. Whoop that Trick. Watch, it's going to be Paige versus Rhea. Man, Paige come back and get a title shot. That'd be crazy work. Oh, Naomi had her baby this month. I thought it was last month. I thought she had it in March. Brock Lesnar was skull drag Reigns in an actual fight. Well, that's why it ain't an actual fight, bro. Braun Breaker's feud. Braun Breaker up next too. WWE gonna be in good hands moving forward, y'all. He said it was fire. Yes, sir. All in all, I think WrestleMania 42 was a success. Night 1 could have been way better, but all in all, it was a success. They just announced Cody dropping the title. Oh, for real? Because of the injury? Oh, wow. Y'all hear that? Somebody in the chat said Cody just dropped the title because of the injury. So now what they gonna do? Is it up for grabs this upcoming Friday or tomorrow? Appreciate the follow, man. He said music to my ears. He said Cody has to relinquish. Go get it, Roman. Roman already got a title, y'all. We don't want to unify right now. We don't want that. Nah, Rhea's that big, like she said last night. Nah, Rhea nice. Rhea nice for sure. Give it to Drew. Nah, give it to Jacob Fatu. Said Naomi won't be back probably till Backlash or SummerSlam. I predicted SummerSlam, Pedro. That's what I predicted. She come back. It was too short. A lot of the matches was short this WrestleMania. I agree with that. A lot of them was. Orton is a much better wrestler than Cody ever could be. Stardust. Hey, no comment. No comment. Trying to go back and read y'all chats, man. They coming in fast, y'all. Appreciate the likes too, man. We over 3,000, y'all. Keep tapping that screen for your boy. Much love. Thank y'all. Give me commercials. Who heard of commercials on pay-per-view? I know, bro. Ads is ridiculous nowadays across every platform, man. It just don't make no sense. Think Tiffany Stratton will be Women's United States champion. Did she not win? I forgot the outcome of her match. Did Tiffany lose, y'all? I forgot the outcome of her match. Let me know in the chat if Tiffany won, y'all. That's the one I can't remember. She wasn't in Mania? I thought she was. I thought she had a title match for she just won the #1 contender spot for the United States title. So they didn't get a match at Mania. She wrestled on Smack. Oh man, well that was that's kind of messed up. That's kind of messed up. Cause I'm like, I know she wrestled for that #1 contender spot and she won that. So I thought, I just automatically assumed she was going to, have that match at Mania. Said James Ellsworth is more promising than Roman, bro. Y'all just hate Roman Reigns. Yeah, Roman is not getting retired. He got a title right now. Cody 100% better in ring than Randy. Why people forgetting the bangers Cody had? Cody's a good in-ring talent. I don't knock his in-ring ability at all. I do like Randy Orton more than him, just because that's who I grew up watching. But Cody's solid in the ring. Somebody said Naomi be back tonight. She had a baby in early March. Roman is the big dog for a reason. I agree. You got to put some respect on that. Reigns is a part-time wrestler. A lot of these dudes is part-time. CM Punk part-time too, but y'all love him for that. Paige won when she debuted, so I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, true that. Fireball, got to be a true wrestling fan to appreciate it. I'm saying. Reigns just boring. He really not. CM Punk ain't part-time. Yes, he is. CM Punk just been showing up cutting promos. He ain't been wrestling like that. That's part-time in my opinion. Unless you getting in the ring, if you just coming up there talking, you still part-time, bro. Like you ain't wrestling like that. You just coming up there talking. He said failed in so many ways. Night 1 did. Night 2 was perfect though. Why was Liv and Stephanie's match so short? I felt like a lot of the matches was short. It was definitely like kind of like a fast-paced WrestleMania. A lot of the matches seemed short or like fast. Night 1 was horrible. Night 2 was fire. That's been the common thought for this WrestleMania. A lot of people have been saying that. What about Trick? He the future right now. I like Trick Williams, man. Future is definitely bright for Trick Williams, man. Good on the mic, hella funny, and he's a good in-ring talent too, man. You gotta put some respect on Trick. Appreciate that follow, Dave. He about to be absent for a while. AJ Lee is about to be absent for a while. I think so. I think AJ and CM Punk finna call it quits. They just wanted they WrestleMania main event or they WrestleMania match. No match gave a main event feeling. So you didn't think Roman Reigns and CM Punk match was a legit main event? Entrance fest with celebrities and short matches. The involvement of the celebrities, I definitely was not rocking with. They was not needed at all. The only one who I cut some slack is I Show Speed because he was in the match. And he jumped off that turnbuckle, did a little frog splash. I give him a little bit. And when I say little bit, y'all, I'm talking like a grain of salt type credit for, just because he actually was involved in a match. Everybody else was just running their mouth on the sidelines. They didn't have to be there. You know what I'm saying? So, but y'all, WWE, this ain't the first or last time where they get celebrities involved in things. Y'all forgot about Mayweather and Big Show, Mike Tyson back in the day. They used to have a celebrity host every week on Raw, you know, when it was Raw Super Show. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't the first or last time where they get celebrities involved, y'all. This is just what they do. Hell yeah, one's in the air, Dolph. You know what time it is. I agree, Sassy. Yep, Punk and AJ just wanted to seal their spot in the Hall of Fame. They just wanted their WrestleMania moment, and they got it. Lesnar retirement was a huge shock. I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming. But Derek, I agree with you all in all. Celebrities definitely mess up the storylines to the way that they used them this year. It was not needed. It was not needed. Said, who does Roman feud with now? Walk. Roman probably gonna feud with Obafemi. I'm thinking possibly Braun Breaker, maybe. Well, nah, Braun and Seth, actually, that's probably what's gonna happen now. Given what happened on in WrestleMania, it's probably gonna be Braun and Seth for right now. But you know, he had some choice words for Obafemi in the after show. Jacob Fatu and Drew was heat. Hell yeah, Leaf. Yes, they was. Jacob always put on a good match, man. Yeah, he up next too. Both nights was done before 10 p.m. It could have been one night. They could have been, but people complained about it being too long for one night. That's why they split it up in two. He said, complete fail. Nah, y'all just hating. Cody not drop a title. If so, they would have let Randy win WrestleMania. Well, he got injured. Did you see he got injured? Like he can't see out his eye. So he might have to drop the title because he ain't gonna be able to compete for a little minute. It look like. I think he got an orbital injury, like eye socket injury. Roman entering last night was icing on the cake. Yes, sir. AJ said it was a fail, y'all. I don't think it was a fail completely. I do think night one dropped the ball and failed in some aspects. But night two made up for it, and all in all, it was a solid WrestleMania. Like I keep saying, not the best, but not the worst. Appreciate the heart, me almighty. Donations. Nah, it wasn't a complete fail. I agree.
Donations.
Night two carry for sure.
Donations. Gifts.
Even if he has to drop it, they put it back on him at SummerSlam. I would hope not, bro. I would really hope not.
More
like
gifts.
Cody's story is over with. They don't need to see. Here's the thing with Cody that kind of frustrates me. They keep pushing him on us like the crowd don't already like him. Like, y'all don't have to make us like Cody, man. Cody's cool. I don't think most people like Cody Rhodes. It's okay for him to lose and have to, you know, build himself back up as far as getting to the rank to challenge for the title again. But he's been in the main event title shot since he came back, bro. He ain't never had to work for it or earn it. Like they just keep pushing him, and I don't understand it. WrestleMania gets a 4.5 from me. Ooh, that's kind of harsh. AJ's wrestler said it was a fail. On a scale from 1 to 10, it was a 5, but only 4 matches went over 15 minutes. I'm gonna say on a scale from 1 to 10, it was about a 7. Maybe about a 7, between a 7 and an 8. It wasn't that bad, y'all. WrestleMania wasn't that bad. I could do without Cody personally. I want to see where Trick goes from here. I agree. I can't wait to see where Trick goes. And Cody, I'm not the biggest Cody fan. Like I said, I respect his in-ring talent though. Cody is a good in-ring talent, but they've dragged his whole story too long, bro. Like, he's just not that guy that they try to make him seem to be, you know? He's good. He's even, you know, in some instances he's great, but Cody ain't like, he ain't like that for me. Now, I don't think Cody's done. He gonna come back, but he's injured though. I think he's injured. Paige robbed Bailey's chance at the tag titles. I see why she walked off pissed. Yeah, see, somebody finally agreed with me in the chat about that Paige match. Marcus, yes. Appreciate that follow, Sassy. I said the same thing about Paige winning. It was pointless. It didn't make sense to me. It didn't make sense to me. Once Nikki got injured, Bree's chance of winning the title should have went out the door. Y'all had to get it at the next pay-per-view. They should have let Bailey win, let Nia retain, or they should have let Charlotte and Alexa win them back. But nah, bro. I didn't agree with that. I didn't agree with them winning. It was cool for her to come back, but definitely should have been Bailey. Yeah, she shouldn't have won, though. It's cool that she came back, but she should not have won. He said solid 9 in my opinion. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Nino. It was, like I said, it was a lot better than people making it seem, bro. So a 9A, that's solid. Need to bring out heel Cody from Bullet Club days. Hell yeah. Him turning heel will be fire. Night 2 was definitely better. Bailey was grinding all year just for somebody to come in and steal her spot. I'd have been mad too. I wanted to see the Vision put them titles up. Yeah, they should have. They should have put them titles up. But they had to involve I Show Speed. Bailey deserves her flowers. He definitely does. We definitely need heel Cody. That's what my boy Nino said too. They're gonna turn on Paige on Monday night. Hey Nino, you said that too, bro. Somebody else in the chat said that they gonna turn on Paige. You can't have the commercial time being aired almost the same as the match time. Yeah, the commercials is ridiculous. You said Bailey going to AEW for sure? I hope not. He said fire Triple H and put me in. Y'all giving Triple H too much credit, bro. He don't control things like y'all think, bro. It's TKO. Said Brock Lesnar for life. You heard? R-Truth and Priest wasn't involved, but they tag champs. What's the point? I know, right? That don't make no sense. It was a 10 for me. Okay. Usos taking the titles back. They need to. The Vision is definitely done. They're cooked. Braun should go solo. They need to break up the Vision. He said classic Bellas. Yeah. You ain't lying about that. Triple H ain't head of creative. He just agrees or disagrees with the idea. Simple as that. He don't have as much power as y'all try to say he do, bro. He just don't. He said, why is everything getting worse? It's 2026 and everything is bad. Sports, movies, TV shows. You know, I commented on this earlier, Barney. We grew up in the golden era of entertainment, bro. We had the golden era of sports. We had the golden era of movies, TV, music. Nothing is ever going to be what it once was, y'all. We had the best of everything in the late 90s, the early 2000s. Like nothing is never going back to how it was, yo. This is just what it is, man. This is just what it is. And we got to just enjoy it for what it is. Said Paige challenged the man. But I think it's better with Triple H. I agree, Leaf. I think so too. Said Paige wasn't even worth being brought back. I wouldn't have cared if she didn't come back, to be honest with you. Like I said, welcome back, but I wouldn't have cared if she didn't come back. Probably one of the worst manias we had in a few years. Y'all just rage bait, man. This mania wasn't that bad. Now, Jay put on a good performance, get paid. She put on a good performance. Way better than I thought she would have. Original Bloodline coming back? Possibly. We're going to see. Oba couldn't take younger Brock. If younger Brock was told to put over Oba, he would have did it regardless. That's the thing, man. Brock is a company man. He going to do what's best for business. Said, I'm disappointed Oba retired Brock. Hey, man, I like Brock just as much as the next person, but I called that. I knew it was going down like that. Day 1 was pretty bad. Day 2 was fire. Day 2 made up for the lackluster day 1. Some wrestlers are built for certain brands. Certain wrestlers are built for WWE and others for AEW. Now, I agree with that, Baraka. I agree with that. Poor booking, no actual stories, and matches was way too fast. Matches was definitely too fast. And some of the matches were poorly booked. I will agree with that. But it was still, even then, though, it still was a solid show, man. Still was a solid show. Like I said, between 7 or 8 out of 10 for me. Too much advertising, man. That's just the world we live in, y'all. You're going to see ads on everything. YouTube, when you're watching TV, it's ads everywhere. Can't get away from them. Match way too fast. Ladder match was fast as fuck. It was fast as fuck, but it was hella good, though. It was a good-ass match. Future is in good hands, though, for sure. I agree, Leaf. I think the future for WWE is going to be good. Draft going to be wild. Draft going to be lit. Shake up the rosters a little bit. Day 1, 8 out of 10. Day 2, 9.5 out of 10. See, I would say day 1, 7 out of 10. Day 2, 9 out of 10. Which is why I said, you know, it's between like 8, 7, and 8. I'm leaning more toward 8 because night 2 was very like damn near perfect. But that night 1 was very lackluster. Draft tonight. Is a draft tonight, chat? Somebody in my chat just brought up the draft. I'm not sure if it's tonight. Anybody know when the draft is? Drop it in the chat. They haven't spoke on the draft on TV, I don't think. Triple H is doing better than Vince did. He's giving wrestlers more chance to evolve and show their skills. I agree. Appreciate the rose.
Donations.
Vince was too scripted and too original. At least Triple H makes you think of the next storyline. I agree, bro. I agree. People say bring Vince back. Y'all don't want Vince to come back, bro. Then people ain't gonna be getting no chance to shine no more.
Gifts.
Brock shocked the world. Didn't know it was coming so soon. Nah, I didn't know either. A lot of people don't realize all the belts except for the IC and men's tag switched. You're right. And the women's belt, because they said Tiffany didn't get her shot at Mania. United States title, I think. I don't think that one switched hands. He said there won't be a draft anytime soon. For real? I feel like they usually do a draft a little bit after Mania, don't they? Nah, I would have been mad about paying for night 2. I mean, night 1. Night 2 was better. That's the night you wanted to pay for, was night 2. Carmelo versus Trick Backlash. I hope so. Appreciate the roses, Shades. Thank you.
Donations.
Brock might still be around, just not in the ring. He's still too big. I agree. Brock, I don't know if he gonna call it, you know, because y'all know how it is when wrestlers retire, man. They don't never be gone for real. They always come back, do a little something. You know, whether that's commentary, whether that's hosting, or maybe that's like a, you know, World Rumble appearance, whatever. Hey, appreciate the gifts, DBZ. Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Donations.
He said, bro, coming back for SummerSlam. I wouldn't be mad if Brock popped back up, man. I felt like that retirement caught everybody off guard, man. The fans was like, what? So if he do come back, I ain't gonna be mad at him, man. I always enjoy Brock. He put on the show. Appreciate that. Them donuts too. Shades of Toxicity.
Donations.
That's where he's gonna truly retire at SummerSlam in his hometown. Yeah, it's gonna be in Minneapolis. You're right. He is from there. That would have made sense for him to hang it up there, but you know, Brock deserved a WrestleMania moment. You know what I'm saying? Going out. I think once you put your time in and you a vet like that, you know, you deserve to go out how you want to go out. So maybe he wanted to go out in Mania. Oba was so shocked he won so early. We all was. I didn't think he was gonna squash Brock. I really didn't. I knew he was gonna win, but I didn't think he was gonna squash Brock. Now who Drew gonna blame now? Hey, Drew McIntyre, man. You know, he another talent I feel like they kind of dropped the ball on a little bit. You know, Drew McIntyre, it should have been him versus Randy, if you want to be honest. It should have been him versus Randy and not Randy versus Cody. But that's just my opinion. Drew's gonna make a movie. He won't see you for a while. Yeah. Might have to. He said, nah, hell nah. What you wanted Cody over Drew to fight Randy Orton? I would have rather had Drew in there. Drew, yeah, he probably gonna drop being heel. Probably gonna turn babyface. I heard a rumor about that a while ago, Joe. How does WWE improve on night one of Manias? They have to open the show and close the show right. That's what they have to do. They got to open the show right and close the show right. Would have been better if it was Drew. I agree. I agree, Leaf. I agree, bro. WWE gonna call up Maven to be a referee for Randy's next match. Hey, Maven be talking smack about WWE. Y'all be seeing his YouTube videos. Him and Steven Richards, they be talking shit. Drew McIntyre cry a lot when he got the belt and when he lose the belt. That's just his character. Y'all know how heels are, man. They be complaining, talking shit. That's just how he a heel. He played a role really good though. He played a role real good. Randy's getting old. It's a wrap for him. Sorry to say, but it is. He don't move the same after that back injury. Nah, Randy definitely finna hang it up soon, Nino. That's why I wanted him to win last night. I mean, not last night, night one on Saturday. That's why I wanted him to win so bad. Because I know it's coming to an end for Randy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't got much time left. And that would have been the perfect way for him to go out. Exactly. It was only right, bro. Like, that would have been the perfect way for him to go out. Get that last title and then ride off into the sunset, drop the title to somebody worthy, and boom, that's it. You know? That man, we needed that, yo. They robbed the fans of that moment. It was cool seeing Finn as the alter ego after so long since Vince ran it into the ground at first. Yeah, we need more Finn Demon. We need more Demon Finn Balor. We need that alter ego, Leaf. We need that. We need that. I think Randy gonna hang it up soon too. Yeah, y'all. He just ain't moving like he used to. Tired of Cody. Cody's done with his story. I agree, Nino. The Cody era, it needs to come to an end, bro. He should be involved in, like, he should be on the level, like, he should be down there fighting against Trick Williams and all of them, you know? He should be down there with them card wrestlers. He should be over there. No more main events for him. You know, that's over and done with. No more main event for him, y'all. My fault. They cutting my grass outside. But yeah, that shit with Cody, that needs to come to an end, bro. Yeah, a lot of more retirements coming though. A lot more retirements coming. As long as it ain't every single match for sure. Yeah, I agree. Everybody gets old. No Cena, no Rock, no Triple H, no Flair. I know, man. He said, y'all turn on dudes quick. What you mean, bro? I've been saying this about Cody. They've been pushing him for too long. Cody been back for what? 3 years now, and he done main evented every year, bro? Like, nah, man. Like, give it a rest, man. Like, he already finished the story. He been finished his story, bro. We ain't turning on Cody. We just tired of seeing the same old thing. Rey Mysterio. Yeah, Rey Mysterio gonna retire soon too. I would have turned around. Said I would have turned around Cody Wells Hill. What you say, Sean? I didn't make sense. I didn't get what you was trying to say right there. Cody's a solid mid-card guy. He'd be a great mid-card guy. He not a main event guy no more. They need to give it a rest. Randy deserves his 15. He's given well over enough to earn it. I agree. I think Carmelo is great, but they're not using him. He should have not lost to Sami Zayn at all. That was stupid. It would have still been a great match with Carmelo and Trick Williams. They did not have to drop the title to Sami Zayn. But I like how Trick Williams, I like the dialogue from Trick Williams to Sami Zayn, though. Calling him gingerbread and all of that, man. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. Oba and Roman gonna be fired. Yeah, it is. Oba the new face. I think so. He said Sammy Hogan. He made his comeback. He won the Royal Rumble twice. Got a crown jewel ring. He's good. Won the undisputed title 3 times and tag team gold, intercontinental gold, and United States gold. He's good. Yes, you talking about Cody, right, Nino? Yes, Cody has a lot of accomplishments, bro. Let him just chill. Braun should have had a belt. He will. Braun Breaker's his moment's coming. Sammy got back to the bloodline. Is coming back. No, he better not be in the bloodline this time if they come back. He better not be. Okay, yeah, you was talking about Cody. I thought you was. Yeah. Yeah, it's time for Cody to hang it up, Nino. Not hang it up as far as wrestling go. I mean, hang it up as a main event card. I don't want to see Cody in the main event of WrestleMania or anything again. Not for a good while. He done it 3 years straight. It's time to move on, y'all. It's time to move on. Demon Finn, we like Demon Finn, Glitch Jenna. We like Demon Finn. We hope to see more of them. Bloodline reforming again. I'm not opposed to it, Joe. I hope they do come back. I just hope they do it better this time. One thing about Cody and CM Punk, they are going to bleed. For sure. I want to see heel CM Punk before he leaves. You know, CM Punk can just leave. I ain't gonna lie, he could just leave, man. I ain't really too concerned about where his story goes right now. He's old and washed. He could just leave. My opinion on the new bloodline lineup: Roman, Jay and Jimmy, Jacob and Zilla. I agree. I like that a lot, Nino. What y'all think, y'all? New bloodline lineup: Roman Reigns, Jay and Jimmy, Jacob and Zilla. I definitely think Jacob and Roman need to be on the same side. I definitely think that. And yeah, introduce Zilla. We've been waiting on Zilla. I've been hearing rumblings of him supposedly coming to the WWE for a minute. I think that'll be the perfect bloodline. Absolutely, yes. They with it too, Nino. The chat on over TikTok with it too. Jay being at the helm didn't last long. Nah, they didn't want Jay to be main event. They didn't want him to be a main event, bro. Sasha might be coming back soon too, supposedly. I heard about that. I wouldn't be mad if Sasha Banks came back. Maybe she'll finally get what she's due as well. She deserves some title shots, some tag team gold, and yeah, she deserves some love too, man. Who a new bloodline beef with? They could beef with Sikoa. They'll beef with Solo and his bloodline. Him and the Tongas. Appreciate that follow, Snipe. Instead of bloodline, maybe the Shield. Nah, the Shield's over with because Seth Rollins and Roman ain't never teaming up again. MFTs, yeah, that would be fire. Yeah, the MFTs versus the bloodline, bro. I think that's where it's at. One's in the air. Appreciate that follow, Firefly. Plus, you need Dean to come back too, and he's on a new contract. Yeah, I don't think Dean coming back to WWE. You know, I think he gonna stay where he at AEW. Same with like Chris Jericho. Nah, Chris Jericho just signed a new contract too, Joe. He ain't coming back. If they did Bloodline versus MFT, would be great, marketed the right way. Yeah, it would. Bloodline versus the MFTs is perfect. Yep, Solo, cause Solo then built himself up real nice with the MFTs, man. I like what he doing. He said, I miss Jacob Fatu, Tonga's Crash Out crew. Yeah, man. I think Tonga finna turn on Solo, though. I think he finna turn on him. What does MFT stand for? I forgot. I had looked it up the other day. I forgot what it stand for. Somebody drop it in the chat. What the MFT stand for? I forgot. I just looked that shit up the other day too. Cause I was like, what did that mean again? Cause I remember when he first said it, then I forgot it. I had to look it up. NJPW Tamatonga. Yeah. My family tree. Yeah. That's what it stands for. Appreciate you, Nino. Yup. That's exactly what it is. My family tree. Yup. Appreciate you too, Firefly. Thank you. Thank y'all, man. Tongaloa is the forgotten one. Yeah, man. You know, everybody can't stand out. You know what I'm saying? We as fans need to get off that train with Chris Jericho. Man, we always gonna want Chris Jericho to come back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. He an OG. We always like Chris Jericho. If I remember, I think Dean wasn't happy doing all gimmicks WWE was giving him. No, I don't think he enjoyed his time at WWE at all. And he got more control in AEW. I'm surprised nothing happened after that Roman match or nobody intervened. I'm glad it happened like that though, I'm glad it did. Future returns for Dean? I don't think so, Snipe. I think he like his creative control he got at AEW. He said, no, we ain't let that man rest in peace. Who you talking about, Chris Jericho? Who you talking about let rest in peace? But he's already set in his waves with AEW. Yeah, I think he gonna stick over. I think he gonna stay over there. Prove that Roman can hold his own without help. Yup, that's exactly what that proved, Nino. Roman, all that stuff CM Punk was taught. You always need your cousins. You always need this and that. Like, bro, Roman has beat plenty of people on his own. Forgot he beat The Undertaker on his own? You know what I'm saying? Like, he beat out plenty of people. Beat Brock on his own? Exactly. Yeah, let that old man enjoy his AEW retirement home. Yeah, I feel like that's what he gonna retire from. He didn't want to come back to WWE. I think WWE was willing to, you know, I think they wanted him to come back, but he didn't want to. The Demon versus Penta for the title. Yeah, somebody else said that too earlier, Snipe. That'd be a good match. I think that'd be great. That'd be a great match. Yep, that would be a great match. It's been a good discussion today, y'all. Jericho just did his list gimmick in AEW before the last pay-per-view. I seen that. Yeah, I did see that. I seen the clip of that. I'm like, okay. Said don't sleep on Gunther. Nah, we ain't sleeping on Gunther, man. I just don't know how they using Gunther. Like what is Gunther's purpose? Like, is he gonna be is he gonna be in title shots? Is he just there to end people careers, quote unquote? You know, is he like an enforcer type? Cause like I don't like. I'm just trying to see what they gonna do with Gunther. How they gonna use him? You know. Femi and Roman gonna be a good match. They should say that for SummerSlam. I think they will. He said, "I'm so tired of Gunther." Oh man, y'all funny. Gunther can be annoying at times. I ain't gonna lie, he can be, but he's a good heel though, and he is funny. He's a funny dude as a heel. Nah, Brock's gone tonight. He retired. I don't think Brock having no match again no time soon. The fact he left all that in the ring like that, I think we might not see Brock for a good minute. I'm not gonna say he's done, but he's done for right now. We ain't gonna see Brock for a little while. Gunther use is absolutely terrible. He's just floating around at this point. That's how I feel too, Firefly. He only have 4 moves. Gunther is one of the best heels we got, though. I agree. He definitely is one of the better heels. He plays it really well. He plays that heel role really well. So I love that AJ gifted Dragon Lee the Styles class for the rest of his career. Yeah. That was cool. Braun and Seth gonna be a good match. Oh yeah, man. He's another dude too, man. Don't sleep on Braun Breaker. He gonna get a shot too. I could see him being, a main event or having some title, something in the future. We got to see what their mic skills looking like though. I definitely feel like when you a main event card or a main event wrestler, you got to have good mic skills as well as good in-ring talent. And his in-ring talent is undeniable. We're going to see what he like on that mic though. I need more time to see what he like on that mic. You said Dragon Lee boring as fuck. It should have been someone else. Damn. Dragon Lee is cool. He's right where he needs to be, He right where he needs to be. I'll leave it at that. That spear from full sprint, top of the ramp was personal. Hell yeah. His spear is crucial, Leaf. That spear go crazy. When a wrestler just sits in the middle of the ring looking around, just ready for that moment to hit. Mm-hmm. Who you talking about, Fuller? Sound like you talking about Aleister Black. That's what he be doing, just sitting in the middle of the ring, looking around, ready for something. Well, we about to get ready to end stream, y'all. This has been a W stream, man. I appreciate everybody tuning in today. Thank y'all, man. First episode of the 444 podcast was a success. Oh, Nino said he didn't even hit him fully. Nah, to me, that spear was weak. Sorry, he didn't even hit him fully. He missed one of them, Nino, but one of them he did was real good. He did miss him. He did miss him on one of them spears, but the other one, he definitely was. It was definitely a good spear. I'm talking about any wrestlers that's been there for a long time, getting ready to retire that night. Oh, okay, Fuller. I see what you're saying. What if AB was the one who was really talking to Randy? I don't know. I don't think nobody should have been talking to Randy, to be honest, man. I'm going to keep saying it. Randy didn't need no help in that feud. Monday Night Raw, guys. Let's do it. Hell yeah. We're going to be back here tomorrow talking about... We'll be back here tomorrow talking about Raw. Well, actually, I'm going to have to do it tonight because I won't have time tomorrow. So just be looking out for my page, y'all. If y'all follow me, just be looking out for my I always post an update when I'm gonna go live on my page and my little thoughts above my name. When you click on somebody's story, you can see their thoughts. Just be looking out for that for the next live update, y'all. I got y'all. Cause yeah, I'm definitely gonna be doing the Raw reviews, SmackDown reviews, and we're gonna be reviewing the pay-per-views. So just make sure y'all stay in tune with that. Be checking that out. Randy should have definitely won. Night 2 was definitely better than night 1. Appreciate that follow. Let me read this last comment from my boy. I feel like if you're gonna charge down a ramp like that, you should hit them full speed and full contact, not hit them from the side. No, I agree with you, Nino. I think Seth might have botched that a little bit though. Yeah, I think he might have botched that one a little bit. The one before that was great. when he ran around and circled him, and like, yeah, that the first one he did was great, but yeah, that second one you could tell he missed him a little bit. Which, hey, y'all know that just how it go in wrestling sometimes. Sometimes they botch the move, you know what I mean? So that's just how it goes sometimes. Yeah, the second one was weak. Yeah, he missed him. He definitely missed him. Yeah, he missed him. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all for making this first episode a success, man. 444 podcast, y'all, where we talk about everything. WWE, NBA, gaming, you know, we're gonna talk about everything. Right now, we just talking about WWE because that's what's hot right now. That's what's going on this week. We're gonna talk about some NBA playoff stuff too pretty soon. But appreciate y'all tuning in, man. We're gonna be back later. Like I said, I'm gonna post an update for the live later, y'all. So just be looking out. Appreciate the follows. Big W's. Appreciate y'all boys, man. I'm finna get on up out of here, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all afternoon. I'll holler at y'all later. NFL draft. We'll talk about NFL too, though. Y'all probably teach me some things about that. I gotta brush up on my NFL. I'm a little rusty with the NFL facts and news. So we gonna get into everything, y'all. We're gonna talk about a little bit of everything on this podcast. So appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for the likes. Appreciate the love, all the comments, the engagement. Very successful first episode, y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm about to get on up out of here, man. Peace. Appreciate them 5,000 likes too, man.